Hi, it's Tim here. I'm here with Tara Lukey from the Art of Estate Planning. Welcome, Tara.
Thanks for having me, Tim.
No worries. Tara, we know that having a will is really important, but how does a testamentary trust enhance your will?
Great question, and I'm a huge fan of testamentary trusts. So a testamentary trust is set up in your will, and you can tell if you have a testamentary trust will or not because your will be about 20 pages long versus a will which does not have a testamentary trust, which is about 3 or 4 pages long. The reason I'm such a huge fan of testamentary trusts is because they are amazing for asset protection and tax flexibility. So basically you leave inheritances to people through a testamentary trust rather than them receiving their inheritance directly. What I mean when I say asset protection, because testamentary trusts offer really good asset protection, is protecting that inheritance from divorce or relationship breakdown risks of the person you've left the asset to. Or if that person you're leaving the inheritance to is in a high risk occupation or running a business and could be sued.
Yeah.
The inheritance you leave them should be protected from the divorce or the bankruptcy claims.
And maybe for if they get remarried down the track?
Exactly. So if you've got a spouse and young children and you leave your assets to them and then your spouse repartners, if you put it to them through a testamentary trust, that inheritance should be totally protected.
Yeah.
Whereas if you just leave it straight to your spouse and then after a suitably long mourning period, they repartner and then go through a divorce, the inheritance that you've left them gets totally mixed up in that, and you don't know if it's going to be preserved for your kids together.
Yeah, that's a great answer, Tara. I think we would always say that getting any will done is preferential to not having a will, but no doubt having a testamentary trust is just going that extra mile, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think most people should have a testamentary trust. If you've got more than $500,000 worth of assets that you're leaving under your estate, and that includes your super and life insurance, which, as you know, adds up. I think most people, we don't always think that we have those assets, but we do. If you've got young children, it's amazing for tax-free income, so tax-free money off that inheritance to pay for the school fees.
Yeah, absolutely.
And also protecting the inheritance for the people that you want, so it's not caught up in any of their claims, whether it's divorce or bankruptcy. If you tick any of those boxes, then you really ought to be using a testamentary trust in